to meet the challenges of the 21st century. As testament of excellence, CAPS is constantly recognized by different organizations. In research, we continue to implement relevant studies with focus on the 12 priority commodities to address food security. Moreover, technologies are constantly developed to aid in responsible food production. Supplementing these are extension activities to disseminate the knowledge generated to improve food productivity and livelihood of the people. We believe that present technologies will future-proof our food systems. Some of our notable developments are iDetect, Coraginam, Plant Health and Pest Clinic, Pest Management Tools and Techniques, Smarter Pest Identification Technology or SpeedTech, Snap Hydroponics, Drone Technology, Rapid Immunofilter Assay for Virus Indexing, Nanofertilizers Fertigrow, Hormogrow, Nanobiosensors, and Biochar. We at the College of Agriculture and Food Science will continue to promote and nurture a culture with innovative yet conscientious minds and cutting-edge skills to lead and serve the country and the region. We are one college with one goal towards sustainable food systems. A 112 years ago, the UP Board of Regents had a vision to develop their true firstborn college that will spearhead national development through agriculture. At the foot of Mount Makiling, Edwin B. Copeland, together with 7 faculty and 12 students, embarked on the journey to create the UP College of Agriculture, or UPCA. Through its 112 years of existence, the college has produced over 1,000 technologies and variety of plants and animals, 9 national scientists, over 30 outstanding young scientists, and more than 18,000 graduates contributing to agricultural development. UPCA, now College of Agriculture and Food Science, or CAFS, has been continuously contributing to nation building through its instruction, research, and extension function. A mere 10 years after establishment, the college was able to start breeding works with the production of sugarcane varieties with high productivity and resistance to Fiji and mosaic disease. In the 1920s, the importance of agriculture was intensified and UPCA was recognized as neighboring countries began sending their students to Los Baños because of the high quality of education. In the 1930s, breeds with superior characteristics such as the Burkhala pig, Los Baños Cantonese chicken, and Philippine cattle were developed. The 1960s was a fruitful decade for research. Makapuno, a coconut cultivar often made into a dessert, was pioneered and perfected. Meanwhile, the Dairy Training and Research Institute was the first in the country to freeze buffalo semen, paving the way for artificial insemination of local carabaos. Along with the establishment of UPLB in the 70s, the college received the prestigious Ramon Magsaysay Award for International Understanding, Asia's counterpart for the Nobel Peace Prize. In the same decade, the C4 plants were developed. The soil test kits were produced in support of the Masagana 99 program, and the mango induction technique was introduced. Continuing the production of quality research outputs in the 1980s, techniques to minimize post-harvest losses, the accelerated fish sauce manufacturing process, and the rapid test kit for the detection of pesticide residue on vegetables were developed. The 1990s saw many new varieties across species or crop types, including Sinta papaya, the first Philippine-bred hybrid, UPLB Gold, a durian variety, and Doña Amelita, a musaenda named after the wife of former President Fidel Ramos. The award-winning National Corn-Based Farmer Scientist RDE Training Program, or FSTP, was also established around this time and still remains as one of the university's primary extension programs. In the field of instruction, the book titled Integrating Sustainable Agriculture in the BSA Curriculum, the UPLB College of Agriculture Experience, was published in 1999. At present, the College of Agriculture and Food Science, or CAFS, continues to be the premier institution of higher learning in agriculture and food science, and remains committed to nation building through its instruction, research, and extension programs. In order to produce the best graduates, all of our courses are outcomes-based education, and continuous improvement of the curriculum is being practiced to meet the challenges of the 21st century. As testament of excellence, CAFS is constantly recognized by different organizations. In research, we continue to implement relevant studies with focus on the 12 priority commodities to address food security. Moreover, technologies are constantly developed to aid in responsible food production. Supplementing these are extension activities to disseminate the knowledge generated to improve food productivity and livelihood of the people. We believe that present technologies will future-proof our food systems. Some of our notable developments are iDetect, Coraginam, Plant Health and Pest Clinic, Pest Management Tools and Techniques, Smarter Pest Identification Technology or SPITech, Snap Hydroponics, Drone Technology, Rapid Immunofilter Assay for Virus Indexing, Nanofertilizers Fertigrow, Hormogrow, Nanobiosensors, and Biochar. We at the College of Agriculture and Food Science will continue to promote and nurture a culture with innovative yet conscientious minds and cutting-edge skills to lead and serve the country and the region. We are one college with one goal towards sustainable food systems. A 112 years ago, the UP Board of Regents had a vision to develop their true firstborn college that will spearhead national development through agriculture. At the foot of Mount Makiling, Edwin B. Copeland, together with 7 faculty and 12 students, embarked on the journey to create the UP College of Agriculture, or UPCA. Through its 112 years of existence, the college has produced over 1,000 technologies and variety of plants and animals, 9 national scientists, over 30 outstanding young scientists, and more than 18,000 graduates contributing to agricultural development. UPCA, now College of Agriculture and Food Science, or CAFS, has been continuously contributing to nation building through its instruction, research, and extension function. A mere 10 years after establishment, the college was able to start breeding works with the production of sugarcane varieties with high productivity and resistance to Fiji and mosaic disease. In the 1920s, the importance of agriculture was intensified and UPCA was recognized as neighboring countries began sending their students to Los Baños because of the high quality of education. In the 1930s, breeds with superior characteristics such as the Burkhala pig, Los Baños Cantonese chicken, and filament cattle were developed. The 1960s was a fruitful decade for research. Makapuno, a coconut cultivar often made into a dessert, was pioneered and perfected. Meanwhile, the Dairy Training and Research Institute was the first in the country to freeze buffalo semen, paving the way for artificial insemination of local carabaos. Along with the establishment of UPLB in the 70s, the college received the prestigious Ramon Magsaysay Award for International Understanding, Asia's counterpart for the Nobel Peace Prize. In the same decade, the C4 plants were developed. The soil test kits were produced in support of the Masagana 99 program, and the mango induction technique was introduced. Continuing the production of quality research outputs in the 1980s, techniques to minimize post-harvest losses, the accelerated fish sauce manufacturing process, and the rapid test kit for the detection of pesticide residue on vegetables were developed. The 1990s saw many new varieties across species or crop types, including Sinta papaya, the first Philippine-bred hybrid, UPLB Gold, a durian variety, and Doña Amelita, a musaenda named after the wife of former President Fidel Ramos. The award-winning National Corn-Based Farmer Scientist RDE Training Program, or FSTP, was also established around this time and still remains as one of the university's primary extension programs. In the field of instruction, the book titled Integrating Sustainable Agriculture in the BSA Curriculum, the UPLB College of Agriculture Experience, was published in 1999. At present, the College of Agriculture and Food Science, or CAFS, continues to be the premier institution of higher learning in agriculture and food science and remains committed to nation building through its instruction, research, and extension programs. In order to produce the best graduates, all of our courses are outcomes-based education, and continuous improvement of the curriculum is being practiced to meet the challenges of the 21st century. As testament of excellence, CAFS is constantly recognized by different organizations. In research, we continue to implement relevant studies with focus on the 12 priority commodities to address food security. Moreover, technologies are constantly developed to aid in responsible food production. Supplementing these are extension activities to disseminate the knowledge generated to improve food productivity and livelihood of the people. We believe that present technologies will future-proof our food systems. Some of our notable developments are iDetect, Coraginam, Plant Health and Pest Clinic, Pest Management Tools and Techniques, Smarter Pest Identification Technology or SPID-Tech, Snap Hydroponics, Drone Technology, Rapid Immunofilter Assay for Virus Indexing, Nanofertilizers Fertigrow, Hormogrow, Nanobiosensors, Biochar. We at the College of Agriculture and Food Science will continue to promote and nurture a culture with innovative yet conscientious minds and cutting-edge skills to lead and serve the country and the region. We are one college with one goal towards sustainable food systems. A 112 years ago, the UP Board of Regents had a vision to develop their true firstborn college that will spearhead national development through agriculture. At the foot of Mount Makiling, Edwin B. Copeland, together with 7 faculty and 12 students, embarked on the journey to create the UP College of Agriculture, or UPCA. Through its 112 years of existence, the college has produced over 1,000 technologies and variety of plants and animals, 9 national scientists, over 30 outstanding young scientists, and more than 18,000 graduates contributing to agricultural development. UPCA, now College of Agriculture and Food Science, or CAFS, has been continuously contributing to nation building through its instruction, research, and extension function. A mere 10 years after establishment, the college was able to start breeding works with the production of sugarcane varieties with high productivity and resistance to Fiji and mosaic disease. In the 1920s, the importance of agriculture was intensified and UPCA was recognized as neighboring countries began sending their students to Los Baños because of the high quality of education. In the 1930s, breeds with superior characteristics such as the Burkhala pig, Los Baños Cantonese chicken, and filament cattle were developed. The 1960s was a fruitful decade for research. Makapuno, a coconut cultivar often made into a dessert, was pioneered and perfected. Meanwhile, the Dairy Training and Research Institute was the first in the country to freeze buffalo semen, paving the way for artificial insemination of local carabaos. Along with the establishment of UPLB in the 70s, the college received the prestigious Ramon Magsaysay Award for International Understanding, Asia's counterpart for the Nobel Peace Prize. In the same decade, the C4 plants were developed. The soil test kits were produced in support of the Masagana 99 program, and the mango induction technique was introduced. Continuing the production of quality research outputs in the 1980s, techniques to minimize post-harvest losses, the accelerated fish sauce manufacturing process, and the rapid test kit for the detection of pesticide residue on vegetables were developed. The 1990s saw many new varieties across species or crop types, including Sinta papaya, the first Philippine-bred hybrid, UPLB Gold, a durian variety, and Doña Amelita, a musaenda named after the wife of former President Fidel Ramos. The award-winning National Corn-Based Farmer Scientist RDE Training Program, or FSTP, was also established around this time and still remains as one of the university's primary extension programs. In the field of instruction, the book titled Integrating Sustainable Agriculture in the BSA Curriculum, the UPLB College of Agriculture Experience, was published in 1999. At present, the College of Agriculture and Food Science, or CAFS, continues to be the premier institution of higher learning in agriculture and food science and remains committed to nation building through its instruction, research, and extension programs. In order to produce the best graduates, all of our courses are outcomes-based education, and continuous improvement of the curriculum is being practiced to meet the challenges of the 21st century. As testament of excellence, CAFS is constantly recognized by different organizations. In research, we continue to implement relevant studies with focus on the 12 priority commodities to address food security. Moreover, technologies are constantly developed to aid in responsible food production. Supplementing these are extension activities to disseminate the knowledge generated to improve food productivity and livelihood of the people. We believe that present technologies will future-proof our food systems. Some of our notable developments are iDetect, Coraginam, Plant Health and Pest Clinic, Pest Management Tools and Techniques, Smarter Pest Identification Technology or SpeedTech, Snap Hydroponics, Drone Technology, Rapid Immunofilter Assay for Virus Indexing, Nanofertilizers Fertigrow, Formagrow, Nanobiosensors, Biochar. We at the College of Agriculture and Food Science will continue to promote and nurture a culture with innovative yet conscientious minds and cutting-edge skills to lead and serve the country and the region. We are one college with one goal towards sustainable food systems.
Okay, good morning Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And good morning po sa lahat ng mga participants po natin dito sa Zoom and also to the viewers sa ating Facebook Live and YouTube. So magandang umaga po. And welcome to the 5th episode of Rice Science Technology Webinar Series, an extension program of the College of Agriculture and Food Science, University of the Philippines, Los Baños. And of course, despite our shortcomings, pasensya na po dun sa mga links po natin. It is still a beautiful day because today you will be learning about water rice from one of the proponents of the water rice project. And I am sure that many of you here want to know how to be successful and sustainable in rice production. At syempre, you understand the importance of water for success and sustainability. By the way, I'm Mel Batocabe, and I will be your host and moderator in today's episode, Water, Rice, in Action. So before anything else, let me share the house rules. Okay, so ito po, For panelists, please keep your microphones muted at all times except if called or requested. And for Zoom participants during Q&A, please use the chat box or use the raise hand function. You can also use the Q&A box to be able to be recognized. And for Facebook and YouTube viewers, please use the comment section. You may also want to use the chat emojis to communicate how you feel. For example, if you are happy, or if you like the presentation, or if you love the host, the topic pala, no? The topic points, please, you may use the emojis. And to formally open this episode, please watch the recorded opening remarks of the Deputy Director of the Dairy Training and Research Institute, Associate Assistant Professor Angelo Tapia.
for improving decision making on water and weed management and food science, and the Philippine Rice Research Institute. Today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, magandang umaga sa ating lahat. I would like to formally welcome you all for another interesting episode of Rice and Science Technology webinar series brought to you by the College of Agriculture and Food Science and the Philippine Rice Research Institute. Today's topic, water rice or water efficient and risk mitigation technologies for enhancing rice production in irrigated and rain-fed environment, is a project funded through a collaboration between DA-BAR, PhilRice, and ERI. Now, this project aims to develop information and communication technology and Internet of Things-based tools for improving decision-making on water and weed management, recommend best practices for rain-fed environments, and introduce mechanization for land leveling and planting to improve water efficiency. Again, I would like to thank you all for taking time to join us today. Good morning and have a great day ahead.
And of course, before our resource person delivers his message today, those who are able, kindly turn on your camera for a group photo. Okay, bibilang po ako ng 3. So just put on your sweetest smile, and we will ask the college extension committee to take the picture. Sige po. 1, 2, 3. Okay na po ba? Sige, isa pa po para sure po. Okay? 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, maraming salamat po. And to discuss about water rice in action, our resource person is a career scientist too and chief science research specialist of the Rice Engineering and Mechanization Division of the Department of Agriculture, Field Rice. And so, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome to the Zoom space our resource person, Dr. Manuel Jose C. Regalado. Dr. Regalado, you may now have the Zoom space. Thank you very much.
Good morning.
Good morning
Can
po.
you hear me?
Yes po, loud and clear, sir.
Okay. So can I share screen and first show what we call TikTok technology, something like TikTok on alternate wetting and drying technology. Can you now see the screen?
Yes po, sir. Yes po.
Let's see how to play this. Okay.
Doc Manny, audio po siguro, sir. Thank you.
Excuse po sir, medyo hindi po naririnig po yung yung sound po niya. Baka po hindi po naka-enable yung share screen sounds.
Ay, hindi naririnig.
Hindi po, wala po kaming naririnig po.
Sorry.
Sige po. It's okay, sir. Meron na.
Magpapatubig lang ng panakha-naka
Yan
sa
po.
palayan upang
Yes po,
tuyuan
sir. Oo.
Ulitin ko na lang po.
Bago
Yes po, sir,
patubigan,
please. Thank you po.
napatunayan na ang bisa nito ng ilang tipid na 30% hanggang 50% sa pagpapatubig. Ayaw mo ba? Pangkaraniwan sa ating mga magsasaka ay kadalasang kumokonsumo ng 2,500 hanggang 5,000 litro ng tubig para i-produce ang 1 kilo ng palay. Pero ang katotohanan, 800 hanggang 1,600 litro lang ang kailangan para rito. Hindi lamang gastos ang nasasayang, kumokonti ang suwi, lumiliit ang dahon, at nangingitim ang ugat ng palay kapag sobra ang patubig. Huwag aksyon aksaya sa pagpapatubig. Sa Alternate Wetting and Drying Technology o AWD at sa ating inaaral na Automon o Automated Monitoring sa pagpapalayan, tipid na sa pagpapatubig, wala pang bawas sa ani. Gamit ang observation well ng AWD, hindi palagi ang lubog ang palayan sa tubig. Magpapatubig lang ng panakha-naka sa palayan upang tuyo ang lupa sa tamang yugto ng palay bago patubigan muli. Napatunayan na ang bisa nito ng ilan sa ating kapalay. Ang Automon ay isang electronic device na ginagamit sa pag-monitor ng sukat ng tubig sa palayan sa tulong ng sensor. Sa Automon, nakatatanggap ng text ang mga magsasaka kung kailan dapat magpatubig. Subok na ito ni Kapalay Faustino. Ang palay at tubig ay buhay. Kaya naman sa pag-alaga ng palay, iwasang mag-aksaya sa pagpapatubig. Tipid na, di pa nakakababa ng ani. Tipid na 30% hanggang 50%.
Hello, sir. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay po.
Okay.
Sige po.
Kuha ko lang yung PowerPoint.
Okay po. So is it okay, sir, if I make just a few announcements po regarding the attendance po while waiting for the screen sharing? Ano po?
Opo.
So dun po sa for those of you who want to have your CPD certificate, now please make sure that you fill out the attendance and the evaluation forms. Ano po? And yung inyo pong certificate, yung CPD certificate, it will be given at the end of the series. So there will be 9 series ng ating RISE webinar. So hintayin na lang po natin na matapos po ito para po matanggap po natin yung ating CPD certificate. Okay po? So, kung ilan po yung inattendan ninyo, ano po, that will be equivalent to the number of CPD points, just to clear that out. Ano po? Okay po, so maraming salamat po. So, Sir Regalado, Doc Regalado, are you okay na po?
Okay.
Okay, sige po. So, I'll turn over the Zoom space to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Can you now see the screen?
Yes po, sir. We can see the screen. Hindi lang po siya sa presentation view.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yes po, yan na
How
po.
about this?
Yes po, presentation view na po. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning sa lahat po ng nakikinig. Pasensya na ho, medyo may maingay sa background, but I hope you can hear me loud and clear. And it's my honor and privilege, an opportunity to share the results of and outputs of our project on water rice. And let me explain about this Ottoman-based irrigation advisory service and enabling technologies for improved productivity and water management and reduce risk in rice production. As I mentioned, this is the outputs of the Water Rice project, which is short for the water efficient and risk mitigation technologies for enhancing rice production in irrigated and rain-fed environments or water rice. This is a collaborative project amongst Field Rice, ERI, the DA Bureau of Soils and Water Management, and also the National Irrigation Administration. And this was funded by the National Rice Program through the Department of Agriculture, Bureau of Agricultural Research. As a background, the objective of this project is to increase production efficiency and water productivity, and also reduce production risk through the development, dissemination, and adoption of appropriate crop management technologies in irrigated and rain-fed environments. So after understanding knowledge gaps through gathering of baseline information about farmers' practices and their perceptions in our target areas, we developed this irrigation advisory service using the Automon, which I will explain later, to improve water productivity and also enhance, especially the coordination among the water users. And in addition, we wanted to increase production efficiency, not only through efficient water management, but also through enabling technologies like mechanization, as well as integrated with management. And and also to develop certain location-specific technologies or package of technologies for the rain-fed environment. And lastly, to figure out how to enable the adoption of these different interventions. So what you can see is our actually what we are targeting, which is production efficiency. And of course, we are working on knowing the gaps. Then for the irrigated environment, we have the irrigation advisory service, mechanization with management. And then for the rain-fed, we have the such factors like seed quality, variety, fertilizer, mechanization, and weed management. And for the sustainability of this project or continuation of the adoption of these technologies, we need to figure out the enabling environment. This is our project framework. Our project consists of work packages. Work package 1 is on the understanding the knowledge gap. Then work package 2 is on the irrigation advisory service using Automon. And work package 3 is on improving the production efficiency for irrigated environment. And work package 4 is the location specific package of technologies for rain-fed. And work package 5 is the development of an enabling environment for the adoption of technologies. So for our locations, we have about 5 regions in Region 2, Region 3, Region 6, and Region 12. So these are the sites for the work packages. The blue ones is in Region 3. Yeah, you can see this. So these are our project partners from regions 1, 2, 3, 6, and 12. And the locations for Region 2, this is Isabela. Then Region 3 is Tarlac and Nueva Ecija. Region 12 is South Cotabato and North Cotabato. Now we come to the importance of water. Truly, water is important to us. As you can see, you can survive without food for maybe a month, but without water, you cannot survive for maybe less than a week. So globally, water is actually agriculture is the highest user of water. Globally, 70% of the fresh water used by agriculture compared to industries and urban communities, only 30%. But in the Philippines, our agriculture consumes more, 73%, while the industries consume 17 and the urban communities 10%. So we are truly what to say, mataas ang water footprint natin. Then of course, I'm talking also about rice. Kasi water rice, yung water tapos may rice. Rice is grown by 144 million farm families. And the rice fields are home to 400 million people, rural poor around the world. And it is harvested from 166 million hectares. 10% yun ang world crop land. And yearly receives 880 cubic kilometers of water. That is 35% of the world total. And uses 25 million tons of fertilizer. That is 15% of the world total. So there are some perceptions regarding the water requirements for rice production. They say that rice consume 2,500 to 5,000 liters to produce 1 kilogram. But this is actually a misperception, or that this is not true. But what is true is that farmers apply 2,500 liters to produce 1 kilogram of grain. When in fact, in rice production, we need less than 1/3 of this amount to produce 1 kilogram. So, very precious commodity such as water na marami palang nasasayang, ano. Parang kung sino pa yung mahalaga, siya pa ang sinasayang mo. So, ito yung paano naman ginagamit yung paggamit ng water sa ating lowland rice field. Yung 30% is consumed for yung consumptive use ay para sa evapotranspiration. Ito yung talagang ginagamit ng halaman ng rice plant. Whereas 30% of the amount is for land preparation. Sa pag-prepare ng land. Our system of land preparation is talagang by flooding and making paddling ay talagang makonsumo sa tubig. And ang malungkot is 40% nitong pinapapasok natin sa mga paddy fields ay are lost through seepage, percolation, saka runoff. So ito lang pala talagang halos one-third lang yung of course we cannot do without water, especially in preparation of the land. So how do we increase water productivity? Water productivity is as you can see in this is a grain yield divided by the total water input. We can increase water productivity Can you hear me?
Yes po,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. We can increase water productivity by increasing first yung numerator is the grain yield. So you increase the grain yield. And how do you increase the grain yield? We apply the best management practices. We use the appropriate or the suitable to your location varieties that could yield higher. If there are outstanding inbred varieties or even hybrid varieties that could yield high, and to increase further the water productivity, you have to reduce the water input. And how do you reduce water input? It is can be done by, say, paddling the field, preparing the field just prior to planting. But of course, you need to also follow, say, what is recommended in the palay check system. At least 21 days of preparation before planting. Synchronize the planting time within the irrigation turnout. Mahalaga na ma-synchronize with the other farmers within the turnout. Then, of course, in times, say, like kung may in-expect na El Nino, we better use short duration, yung maturity, short period of maturity varieties. 100 to less than 110 days per season. Yung duration niya, growth duration. Then practice water saving technique. Also to reduce losses, we can try doing dry land preparation. Instead of flooding first the field, we can prepare it dry. Of course, there is also a question about consuming more fuel for preparation. But we need to balance everything. Then one better way is to have your field level. That's why in our engineering division, we are promoting or advocating for laser leveling, which can be done once in 5 years or more years to have your field or paddy field level. And there are some innovations for sustainable water management. For irrigation management, we have the system. We can use the surface sprinkler or drip irrigation. And you can also have water harvesting. For land preparation, we can reduce the land preparation time. We can fix the dikes or levees and then the channels and do leveling, land leveling, and also just do shallow tillage. For crop establishment, we can optimize the planting window and synchronize the crop management practices, or do dry seeded rice or mulching. And what we are trying to do here in this project is the in-season water management. With minimal funding depth within the first 3 weeks of planting, and also optimizing the irrigation scheduling. And we will focus on this optimization of the irrigation scheduling, which can be done through the technique in irrigation called alternate wetting and drying method. So AWD is an irrigation scheduling technique characterized by periodically drying and replanting the rice field to reduce water applied in irrigation. And the number of days of non-flooded soil between irrigations or irrigation intervals can vary between 1 and 10 days, depending on factors such as soil type, weather, and crop growth stage. So how do we do AWD? We have developed this guide or what we call observation well. It's a tube made of PVC, or it can be also made of other material, wherein you can measure the depth of water from the surface of the soil to down to about 15 centimeters. And this will gauge, say, when you reach the 15 centimeter depth, then that's the time to irrigate. Of course, this depends on the type of the soil and what season. If it's dry season, maybe less than 15, and wet season, perhaps more than 15 centimeters can still be safe. So water management based on this safe alternate wetting and drying is characterized by periodically drying and reflooding the rice to reduce water applied in the field. So it is advisable to maintain shallow flooding 2 to 3 meters for the first 10 days. That is for the recovery of the seedling from transplanting shock, and also to effectively control the weeds. We don't want the weeds to grow first, overtake the growth of the rice. So then the field is left to dry until the water levels drop to 15 and below the soil surface. Then irrigation must be applied to reflood the field to about 5 centimeters depth. Then thereafter, the field gets alternately flooded and non-flooded. But during the reproductive stage, 1 week before and 1 week after flowering, water level should be kept at a depth of 5 centimeters to avoid any water stress. Of course, 1 to 2 weeks before the harvest, you need to terminally do terminal drainage in preparation for the harvesting of the crop. We have this technology, but there are challenges in scaling or promoting this to farmers, in a widespread manner and adoption. So we have this Automon, we have the farmers, the irrigation managers, but and the policy makers, but there seems to be something missing to bring these technologies to the intended users. Even if the DA issued the admin order, and NIA also issued a memorandum circular telling that we should adopt this water saving technology in irrigated rice, but the adoption of AWD is still low. So we have to think of some ways how to innovate. Well, but the farmer really need to we need to focus on the environment for the adoption of this technology. Because most farmers and other stakeholders are really interested where, when, and how much water will be delivered. So perhaps from the main canal, from the head gate or dam, then going to the lateral and just turnout service. Um, we can put up a decision tool or some how to have data transferred to these the farmers, to the irrigation managers. So an integrated decision tool for the efficient water management requires continuous monitoring, reporting, and verification, and also a multi-stakeholder interface. So irrigation advisories can offer more opportunities for the farmers and managers to increase not only the water productivity but also the production efficiency. That's why we came out with this Automon. Automon is short for automated monitoring. Actually, we monitor the field water level using sensor. So Automon is an Internet of Things solution that helps you to, or the farmer to automate field water level monitoring and irrigation needs with the use of safe or based on safe AWD. Automon detects water level inside the observation well and notifies the farmer and other stakeholders via a short message system or text that it is time to irrigate when the threshold water level is reached. So the farmer does not need to really to go to the field and measure the depth by means of a meter stick or a ruler. Um, Through Automon, he or she will be prompted through a text message that it might be time to irrigate. But sometimes the problem is we need to, the farmer says that he needs to irrigate, but the problem is there's no water in the canal. So it's not only the farmer that should be informed, but also the irrigation authorities or the water manager. So that's why we came up with this irrigation advisory service based on the Automon that will inform not only the farmer but also the those managing the irrigation water, that is say the National Irrigation Administration, including the Irrigation Association um, leadership. So how does Automon Irrigation Advisory Service work? First, when you set up the sensors, the data gathered by the sensors are multiple of sensors. They are sent to the gateway, and the gateway compiles this gateway compiles the data sent by the sensors and sends these to the irrigation advisory service server. Then the server will compile the data, also process it, then create and send an advisory. So the farmer can also send it to the irrigation technician or irrigation manager. So we developed this irrigation service conceptual framework when we deployed the Automon, and when you this system this provides how will the process be carried out. So the technician also logs in, then there's a decision if the gate will be open by NIA's schedule. And if yes, then an advisory goes to the turnout service group and the farmer to open the gate and advise the farmer to irrigate. If not, then advise the farmer to uh, use supplemental irrigation while waiting, if possible. Sometimes the reality is really like this. One time I visited our project site. It was time to irrigate, and I asked the farmer, why can you use supplementary irrigation? Um, he said he looked up to the heaven and perhaps I need to wait a little more, but good enough after at the by evening the rain came. Perhaps he really prayed for rain, and the following day water came through the canal. So this is our field trial site in Bantog, Science City of Muñoz. Um, the 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 trial site consists of 7 turnouts, so covering about 100 hectares, and we have 15 farmer cooperators, and we installed 32 landscape level sensors and 3 gateways. So this is a site in Bantog. Aside from the irrigation or water management side, we included mechanization and with management as additional enabling technologies for the adoption of say AWD or automon aided AWD. So we have this work package on improvement of production efficiency in irrigated system. We have these activities testing the automon and field level experiments, integration of this mechanization with management and water management, and establishment of these mechanical demonstration trials and adaptive trials. So we have milestone from year 1, 2017 to 2022, where we tested the performance of the automon pH in 15 sites, then 39 sites, and 52 sites, and also under small and large scale irrigation systems in regions 2, 3, and 6. And in year 5, we tested the automon for landscape level, first at Philrise Central Station, then took it out to the field farmers level in Bantug, Nueva Ecija, Muñoz, Nueva Ecija. There are several challenges like unstable signal connections. So we had to select sites that have stable and high signal connection to facilitate the evaluation of the automon performance. Of course, during the time we have the COVID pandemic, so we conducted a field demonstration of automon near the field rice station. Then we also have this AWD experiment at the second year, 6 turnouts, and we compared AWD and farmers' practice. So some highlights. The farmers did not adopt AWD in dry season despite the capacity building we provided. During dry season, only 36% of the 84 farmer cooperators practiced mild to safe AWD. And the shift of water management from dry season to wet season in 2018 suggests that more farmers were confident to practice AWD or intermittent irrigation in the wet season. 31% of the total farmer cooperators did not shift or remain practicing safe AWD, while 19 to 21% shifted from continuous flooding to mild and safe AWD. Farmers practiced intermittent irrigation more in the midstream, and farmers practice intermittent irrigation or AWD more in the midstream and the downstream topo sequence during the wet season. And there is actually one major challenge in project implementation, which is found it really difficult to select an ideal site without illegal turnouts, because reality shows that there are really illegal turnouts along the system. So this is an example of our turnout service area. The red color shows that the high elevation, while the blue color is the low elevation. Then we integrated the weed management because one argument against AWD or intermittent irrigation is the weed, the problem with weeds. So we integrated the weed management protocol into the AWD package. So we can see here that during the dry season, AWD saves water at 34 to 56%, while the wet season, AWD saves water at 1 to 3%. And water rise technologies is higher. The water productivity 14 to 29%. And in the dry season, it has significant effect on weed count and weight. However, results showed no significant difference among treatments, even during the wet season. When it comes to weed population, in terms of production cost, the average production efficiency shows that this has increased by 4 to 7% and 10 to 10.4% compared to farmers' practice. So we also had these mechanical trials, transplanting, laser leveling, and demonstration of this leveling throughout the years. And based from financial analysis for custom service provision, mechanical transplanting cost, seedling preparation and transplanting is 6,000 pesos per hectare. And now if you contract this service out by say 10 or 11,000 per hectare, then you have a payback period of 1.6. And also for customized land leveling service, this will cost about 12,000 pesos. But this land leveling is usually good for about 5 years. So you need only to once every 5 years for the contract service fee is about 15,000 per hectare, and the payback period is 3 years. So we have the challenges like laser guided land leveling needs dry land, so we have to maximize the time window for follow, and we must promote these technologies to stakeholders who will not only adopt but also provide service for land leveling. So this is more on the weed management. We developed the decision logic for weed management and had it incorporated in the rice crop manager, so that it can still be part of palay check system. I guess I've said enough. So let me close by saying water is life, rice is life. So we have water rice for life. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you very much po, Dr. Regalado. And indeed, kahit ako parang pag sinasabi nila bawal kumain daw ng ng rice, ano, wag na kumain ng rice. Some people would advise that, ano, para daw hindi daw tumaba, ano, but still um, rice is life, and of course connected rin po siya dun sa water. So maraming salamat, sir. So now we will proceed to the question and answer portion. But before we go there, I found something sa chat box, ano, by Curvy Badulid. Sabi niya nga po, kung sino pa yung mahalaga, siya pa yung sinasayang. Okay, may hugot, ano po. Ano? So so ang water po mahalaga po talaga, but bakit nga po ba sinasayang? Now let me proceed with the questions that are related to Automon. Ano po? Yun po muna ang unahin po natin, ano ho. So the first question here is, how can we access Automon? I just checked that it is not available on the Google Play Store. So paano bang sistema, sir, para daw ma-access po yung Automon?
Pasensya na po, hindi pa siya talagang ma-access kasi we are in the process of actually ERI is doing that side. And pinapa-register pa po yung IP, intellectual property, yung as a utility model. Once it's registered or once it is applied here at IPO Philippines, then we will, of course, we are very much willing to make it accessible.
Mm-hmm. Okay po,
So
so
we also have some plans to, if we get the funding, then to commercialize it and have it adopted through the DA, yung Masagana Rice Development, Industry Development Program.
okay po, sir. Maraming salamat po. So I'd like to modify this next question. Kung in case po, okay, na available po yung Automon, magiging free po ba siya at magiging magkano po siya? And can the LGU send a letter of request to access or avail of the Automon? Just in case po na available na po siya, no? Or can the LGU have its own Automon courtesy of Phil Rice?
Of course, everything has a cost, di ba? Kahit yung malaki din ang ginastos na overall, although it's government or public money. Well, it will be up to the siguro kung maging part siya ng say RCEP na meron dong mga provide yung agencies for equipment, then perhaps it can be provided for free. But yung cost niya, it's something like nasa mga medyo mahal din eh. Dati we targeted it at 500 lang, pero 500 pesos. Pero ngayon ay abot na rin siguro ng 2,500 hanggang 3,000.
Okay po. Maraming salamat po, sir. I hope that answers the question. Ano po? Sige po. Hanap pa po tayo ng related po sa Automon. Can Automon be integrated with existing monitoring systems or platforms like Prism and Prime?
Yes po, yun nga ang gusto naming maitagawa para magkaroon ng convergence. Pag may yung Prism, through Prism, using the Automon aided or based irrigation advisory system, mapoprovide lang hindi lang tungkol sa yields, mabibigay din yung katulad sa ginagawa sa yung prime pest risk management and identification, gano'n. At saka itong water na kailangan, halimbawa sa isang area, ma-provide din yung information para masolusyonan yung water need.
Okay po, sir. Thank you po. And another one related po sa Automon, ano po? When will it be accessible? Within this year po ba? And another question, if registered, is it accessible to farmers?
Actually, ang accessible na actually yung observation well, kasi simple lang yung gawin eh. Kahit tube lang siya, mga isang ruler lang yung haba, then lalagyan ng mga butas tapos ibabaon. Parang yung pinakita ko kanina. Ang wala lang yung halimbawa yung gadget na may ilalagay doon sa kwan, tapos perhaps we can start na yung scaling after nitong process ng pagpa-register, and kung ma-provide din ng pondo, we can start by yung dry season next year. Itong end ng year pala, 2023 to dry season 2024. Mga ilang areas. Actually, merong present namin ito sa merong tinatawag na convergence workshop, cluster workshop ng rice technology transfer workshop from may dalawang cluster sa Luzon, dalawang cluster sa Mindanao, then dalawang clusters sa Visayas. Yun yung magkakaroon ng piloting nung adoption itong AWD or Automon aided AWD.
Okay po, sir. So, may tanong po dito, siguro kinaklarify lang po, does Automon need internet connection? And would any device work to use Automon? Or is there a specific specs required to run Automon?
Basta may yung by device, what do you mean? Yung
may mga specifics po, okay, na required po to run Automon. May mga specs po ba
smart,
na?
Usually common naman yung smartphone. Yun lang po.
And it uses internet, tama po, sir?
Yes po. Actually, text message yung ma-receive ng SMS. So, yung mismong kailangan ng may signal din sana. Kaya pipiliin din yung lugar kung saan malakas yung signal. Yan din ang nagiging natin. Sana ma-improve yung connectivity sa buong country. Para ganun.
Mhm. So, sa field trials niyo po ba, kamusta daw po yung performance nitong technology na itong
Yeah, ang nung una, naging problema namin is yung battery, yung power. Siyempre, pero late nung last trial namin, naka-last naman ng matagal yung tapos ah, ang kailangan lang matutunan ng farmer yung pagpalit din ng battery. Namamonitor naman din yung power kung kailangan ng palitan yung baterya. So may inform din yung farmer. At madali namang ituro sa kanya or sa anak niya kung paano magpalit ng battery ng gadget.
Okay po, sir. And I think this one is a follow-up question. This is another technology to help farmers, which is maganda nga naman po, ano. But considering that not all farmers can provide gadgets and its needed connection, how can you promote this one, especially to the farmers? Is it economically acceptable? Nandun na po ba tayo sa stage ng
Yeah, ang aming approach sana is magkaroon ng yung intermediary na yung next adapter. Ang next adapter is like NIA. Tapos yung NIA ang magse-set up ng mga sensor para sila mismo rin ay mag-guide ng system, ng advisory service na kung saan nila ipapadala yung kanina yung sa presentation ko, yung when, where, and how much yung water na iti-deliver through the automated or based irrigation advisory service na i-set up halimbawa ng NIA sa isang part ng kanilang system. Mag-invest yung say NIA for this kahit hindi na mag-invest yung farm ay tawag dyan, maayos nila yung delivery ng water. Matutulungan talaga yung farmer. At then the same time, para naman magkaroon ng parang benefits sa NIA, pwedeng mag-partner ang NIA with marami actually nagtatanong ngayon sa amin na mga companies from abroad yung gustong mag carbon financing. Kasi yung AAWD, pag in-implement niya ng isang hindi pa nag-implement na sa irrigation system, tawag dyan, may corresponding na methane emissions na ma-prevent, mapapa-minimize niya. So, yung methane emissions na yun, may carbon dioxide equivalent. Yung per ton, ang alam ko per ton ng carbon dioxide equivalent, na may presyo na siya mga around $3 or $3.5 per ton per hectare. Sa isang hektarya, during the wet season halimbawa, ang isang hektarya mag-release siya ng about 9 tons, 9.5 tons of carbon dioxide equivalent na greenhouse gas. So, may mga kumpanyang gustong gano'n. Actually, merong isa ng kumpanya na lumapit sa amin, nakikipag-usap sila ngayon sa NIA sa Region 2, sa Maris, para mag-set up ng ganito. So kung using the AWD at kung later on ma-release na yung automon system, pwede nang i-set up dito para sa project na gano'ng matutulungan pa ang farmers. Meron din silang at least pag nag-practice sila ng AWD, may benefits din palang pupunta. Hindi lang sa less water, same yield or more yield, hindi lang makatipid, kundi meron din kahit paano na may babalik pa rin sa farmers na monetary incentive.
Okay, maraming salamat po, sir. Meron po ba kayong data if it can be meron na po ba economically viable to the marginal farmers po?
Sa ngayon ay kasi parang natapos lang yung field test. Sa pilot testing, makakakuha kami ng data para to determine it economically viable for farmers to invest or for an institution to invest para in setting up an automon system advisory service system sa isang area halimbawa or cluster or consolidated area.
Okay po, maraming salamat po. Okay, sir. So another question, for the benefit of our rice farmers, I am interested in making our municipality a field trial site of Automon. Do we need to send a letter request or just to give me an idea, what is your estimated project cost for FTS or field trial site?
Pwede sigurong sumulat po kayo sa aming director.
Okay po, maraming salamat po. And another one, since our national government support renewable energy like solar-powered irrigation, is it possible to use alternative power supply to operate the Automon using off-grid solar power setup?
Pwede rin yun kasi yung battery, pero if you have a solar powered setup, mas maganda. And also the Automon system can be used in tandem with actually meron kami din proposal na to use the Automon irrigation advisory service in tandem with a solar powered irrigation system para yung halimbawa may message na from the Automon system that goes to the solar powered hindi na kailangan pa kung meron ding automated na paraan para patakbuhin yung solar powered system. So sana siyang mag-operate para mag-irrigate. If you see what I'm saying, yung data from the Automon, yung information, punta ron sa automated system para i-operate yung solar powered system. Then, automatic din or automated din na mag-open yung mga gates, work yung mga motors pump para mag-deliver ng water doon sa i-irrigate na yun.
Oh, that's nice po. And yeah, I'm seeing something here sa ating chat. Additional po na sagot po dun sa katanungan kanina. Automon PH is a system that delivers advisory messages via SMS. So any phone that can receive SMS messages would be able to use Automon. Yun naman na po.
Opo, yes.
Okay.
Ang kwan lang namin doon sa mga farmers na i-register din doon sa para talagang sa kanya pupunta yung data.
Okay po.
At hindi ko saan mapunta. Apo. Then hindi ko pala may dashboard na rin pala na sa back end side. May dashboard na yung namo-monitor na yung kung sino yung kung nasaan yung mga na-set up na sensor, anong condition ng sensor, then kung anong power level ng battery, kung saan may sira na yung sensor, ganun. Then kung sino yung farmer, ganun. Nakikita na through the server, meron ng waterized na tinatawag na dashboard to see all these mga installation.
Okay, sir. Maraming salamat po. Mukhang ang dami talaga interest dito sa technology na to. Ano po? So, yung ibang questions po, hintay lang po. So, tapusin lang po natin tong sa Ottoman. Ano po? So, meron po isa po kay Ma'am Bueno. May I ask if the Ottoman to be effective, rice farmers should synchronize their crop planting or establishment, even the same crop duration varieties for synchronized rice growth stages in relation to water need?
Yeah, importante po na ma-synchronize nga especially yung crop establishment. Kung hindi man sabay-sabay, so of course mahirap sabay-sabay kasi may magkakaroon ng kung wide area. Pero at least man lang within a month or half a month ay nakapag-establish na ng crop yung isang cluster of 100 or more hectares. And through an automon system, matutulungan mga farmers at the same time yung irrigation manager na magawa ito. Parang it's a tool na sa decision making para ma-facilitate yung synchronization ng activities sa isang malaking area. Otherwise, kung hindi rin sabay-sabay, kasi naranasan ko rin yan. Na ako'y nag-try magsaka din po 1 hectare. Palagi nasa tail end kami ng irrigation system. Tagal ng tubig dumating, na late ang crop establishment namin. Kaya hindi rin kami linulubayan ng peste na mga stem borer or plant hopper. Kaya imbis na makayield halimbawa ng mas malaki ay nababawasan ng as much as 30%. Malaki din po yun. Imbis na 7 tons or 8 tons, nagiging 6 tons na.
Okay po, maraming salamat po, sir. And meron po ditong, if you won't mind answering this question, ano po, sir, pero magkano daw po yung project cost ng field trial site in Bantog? Kung okay lang sa'yo na sagutin, pero kayo na po bahala.
Hindi ko na matandaan.
Okay po. Sige, sir. So, we'll move to the other questions po. Meron po bang prioritization sa water use? Say for example, alin po ba ang mas may priority, agricultural use, commercial use, or mga subdivisions or industrial use?
So, take for example na lang sa Angat. Ang binibigyan ng unang priority yung yung domestic use, di ba? Then yung matira, yun yung pang sa agriculture. Kasi mas maraming tao yung nangangailangan ng tubig for fun. Kaya nga po, kailangan pag yung anumang matira sa atin para sa agriculture, kailangan i-conserve, i-manage ng maayos para hindi masasayang. Tsaka yung mas ma-beneficyohan, hindi lamang yung farmers na malapit doon sa irrigation canal or sa main source, kundi pati yung nasa downstream or tail end ng irrigation system ay makapagtanim din sila ng makapag-establish.
Okay, sir. Sige po, sir. Maraming salamat po. I think this one is a curious question. What is the difference between AWD and aerobic rise technology or ART?
Yung alternate wetting and drying technology is irrigation technique. Pero yung aerobic rice ay isang system. Yung AWD is more on managing the water, yung pag-irrigate mo sa throughout the growth period ng rice. Pero yung aerobic rice system ay that's from land preparation hanggang harvesting. May mga parang package of technology siya in which AWD can be part of the aerobic rice technology package. Parang production package siya from seed to seed.
Mhm. Okay, thank you, sir. I think this next question here is a concern and a suggestion and a question at the same time. So I noticed that majority of rice varieties are good for irrigated lowland ecosystem. Maari po kaya na mag-offer ang field rice ng rice varieties for rain-fed, lowland, and upland ecosystems para suitable sa ecosystem ng farmers under RCEP. Kung sahod ulan ang ecosystem tapos ang available na variety ay para sa irrigated, mahirap ma-attain kahit na average yield. So what can you say? Yes, sir.
Actually, marami din kaming na-develop na foreign fed. Ang iri, ang field rice, may mga na-develop na varieties na at ito ay pumasa rin naman sa National Seed Industry Council na certified siya variety para sa rain-fed. So, in fact, sa RCEP, nag-distribute din sila. May news item ako nabasa na nakapag-distribute sila ng mga NSIC RC 27, I think, which is for upland. Tapos meron din for rain-fed, mga varieties. At mga short duration varieties para sa mga rain-fed ecosystem. Alam naman natin, say for El Nino kahit mayroong El Nino, pero kung nakapag-practice ka naman ng such as planting short duration varieties, maaaring ma-evade mo yung disastrous effect ng El Nino. So, meron po, marami pong check mo lang, kahit i-google nyo po yung rain-fed varieties, makikita nyo. Then, pwede kayo magtanong sa Field Rice Tech Center. Detect nyo kung saan available, halimbawa, yung ganong variety.
Yes, thank you, sir. And I guess that also answers the question na may relationship rin po dun sa sa El Nino po. Mhm. Okay, so another one. Medyo madami pa po, sir, but our time is running out, so ipili tayo ng can you cite po the disadvantages of using AWD?
If it's not practiced as yung nabanggit ko kanina, it might yung fears ng farmer na dadamuhin yung palayan, maaaring mangyari yun talaga. Kasi yun nga, ang ng farmers na kaya ayaw nilang palisan ng tubig dahil baka damuhin. Pero if it's practiced properly, kahit na it can still it can have weeds the same as yung conventionally manage yung water manage using continuous flooding. Pero weeds pa rin naman yung continuous flooding. Pero yung yield difference ay hindi significant po. Kaya kailangan uh, yung aming uh, nire-recommend para parang enabling technology rin para sa AWD yung proper leveling para yung water management, wind management, nutrient management ay maging maayos.
Okay po, maraming salamat po. This is another question related to that. Is AWD being shared with our farmers nationwide? Sino po ang nag-facilitate ng information drive? Also, saan po malalaman kung ano ang schedules ng irrigation?
Pwede pakiulit po yung kung
Yeah, for AWD po, is it being shared with our farmers nationwide? At sino po ang nag-facilitate ng information drive? Also, saan po malalaman kung ano ang schedules ng irrigation?
actually
So,
nagkaroon na kami ng project earlier before this Automon project or Waterize. Meron ng a project like yung accelerating the dissemination of technologies like AWD. At marami din, halos nationwide yun, bar funded din. And ngayon, inuulit-ulit through this rice technology transfer workshops. Bali, after this workshop, magkakaroon ulit ng for those clusters na mag-adapt ng AWD, i-scale out ulit yung itong technology din ito.
Okay po. So, yung may mga katanungan pa po regarding the technology, ano po, may workshops po sila. So, abangan nyo na lang po ito. And maybe you can attend these workshops. So may mga question po dito regarding ilang piraso ng PVC ang required per hectare. Maari po bang i-apply ang Automon sa upland areas? Would you like to still answer that, sir, with our limited time?
Yung ilang piraso ng PVC depende sa yung topography ng yung field. Kung halos flat na flat naman, kahit isang lang pwede na. Magkaroon ka lang ng idea naman. Pero pag yung medyo may mataas na lugar, merong mababa, pwedeng isa sa kung saan yung medyo pantay, isa din. Mas mababa, pwedeng isa. Kasi ang importante lang malaman yung depth ng sa more or less yung depth ng water sa buong area mo. Yung parang may kung ka lang kaysa sa manguhula.
Okay po. And if you want to know more about this technology, so do you have any website po that they could visit po?
Opo, sa aming Pinoy Rice Knowledge Bank, nandun po yung
Yes po.
Meron ding English, meron ding Tagalog. Yung sabayang, ang title ay sabayang pagsasagawa ng sabayang alternate wetting and drying technology. Parang may technical kami ganito. Dito ba?
Na ano, hindi po. Igitna nyo po, sir, yung ano. Hindi po siya masyadong, yan. Oops. Okay.
Sorry.
Nawawala siya.
Wala. Basta makikita nyo sa PhilRice Techno Guide dito na makikita sa Rice Technology, Pinoy Rice Knowledge Bank.
Yes po. So in as much as we want to accommodate all your questions, ano po, but konti na lang po yung time natin, ano ho. So kindly visit na lang po yung website po na sinabi ni Dr. Regalado, and I'm sure you will be able to learn much from that one. Okay po, so let's proceed to the awarding of the certificate. Let me share the screen again. And maraming salamat po dun sa lahat ng nagbigay ng kanilang katanungan. And okay, let me share this one. So, Dr. Regalado. Aha. Okay, so this certificate of appreciation from the College of Agriculture and Food Science, University of the Philippines, Los Baños College, Laguna, is awarded or presented to Dr. Manuel Jose C. Regalado for serving as a resource person on the webinar entitled Water Rice in Action during the Rice Science and Technology Webinar Series, Part 2, held on June 21, 2023 via Zoom, given this 21st day of June, 2023 at the College of Agriculture and Food Science, UPLB College, Laguna, signed by the Dean, Dr. Elpidio M. Agbisit Jr. So, sir, kindly accept the certificate of appreciation from the College of Agriculture and Food Science.
Thank you very much for providing me this opportunity to share what we have done through Water Rice Project at for sharing this to napakarami kanina, 500 na participants. I hope you learn from this at palagay ko mayroon ding CPD points ba ito. So naman sa mga agriculturists natin sa audience ay may bukod sa natutunan nyo tungkol sa alternate wetting and drying ay meron pa rin kayong points para sa city. So maraming salamat po at abangan nyo na lang po yung mga susunod na sa pagpapatuloy nitong sana makarating at magamit ng farmers. Yun yung dream din namin para maging efficient yung water management kasi nakita nyo naman kung gaano kahalaga yung tubig na very valuable pero sinasayang namin.
Yes po. Sabi nga po kanina ni Kirby, kung sino pa yung mahalaga, siya pa yung sinasayang. So wag sana po natin sayangin ang mga mahahalagang mga bagay. So thank you very much, Dr. Regalado. Thank you for sharing with us valuable information. I'm sure marami na naman po silang natutunan. And we'd like to invite you for the next episode, Rice Grown by Drone. Is this possible? So if you want to know if it is possible, so attend the webinar on June 27 from 9 o'clock to 11 again on this topic. Our resource person will be Dr. Jasper Talyada. And I'm sure marami rin po kayong matututunan dito. And for our CPD points, so again, you should accomplish your attendance and evaluation form. And para po ito sa mga agriculturists, para makakuha kayo ng CPD, meron po dapat kayong attendance and evaluation form. And again, reminder, the certificates will be given at the end of the webinar series. Okay po, so ito po yung ating evaluation link and I'm sure it will be posted rin po sa ating group chat. So pakiclick na lang po and don't forget to answer the evaluation link. And for our closing remarks, let us hear the recording of the Director of the Dairy Training and Research Institute, Dr. Amado A. Angeles. Please share.
Good morning. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the organizing committee for this episode 5 of the Rice Science and Technology. The technology presented by Dr. Regalado in collaboration, of course, with the International Rice Research Institute in the use of ICT and IoT in optimizing the use of water, reducing the water print in rice production is really timely, considering that we are getting challenges on how to really come up with ways to increase productivity in rice. To all of our participants today, I hope you're able to learn something, think about ways of improving rice production through proper water management and through the technology developed by the group of Dr. Regalado. Watch out for more webinar to be organized by the College of Agriculture and Food Science, and we hope to give you more types of this webinar that can share output of research and extension activities for our rice farmers. Again, good morning, everyone.
Okay, maraming salamat po, and to everyone here at the Zoom platform and those viewing from Facebook and YouTube. Please don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook. Okay, the UP College of, okay, let me just share. And okay, so follow us on Facebook, the UPLB College of Agriculture and Food Science, and also sa YouTube po, CAPS UP Los Baños. And this ends our webinar for today. And on behalf of the College of Agriculture and Food Science, I'd like to thank everyone and have a great day. Mabuhay po tayong lahat. Thank you po.
Thank you po. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye po. Bye,
Maraming
everyone.
salamat.
Yes po. And see you again on Thursday.
Okay. Bye.
Congrats. Thank you, Doc Manny. Thank you po, UPLB.
Kala ko nag-work na yung kwan eh. tapos parang tawag dyan, nag-improve to ulit.
Grabe,
Sige, okay lang.
Super buti po ni Lord. Thank you po sa inyo, sir, na pumayag
Sige.
kayo mag-live.
Yeah, you did a great job po. Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Din po.
At saka rin po sa CAPS po na nagtumulong po sa atin dito.
Pa-send na lang po nung certificate.
Yes po.
Yung
Okay.
yung kahit soft copy.
Yes po. Si-send po sa inyo ng ng college po, na Rachel. Okay. Thank you very much
Okay.
po.
Salamat po. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye po. Bye-bye. Okay,
God
see you
bless.
around. Rachel, Kath, thank you very much. Nandito ba si Ma'am Lia? Ma'am Lia, thank you po. Okay, mag-leave na po ako. Bye-bye po.